And on today's exciting episode of Have a Knife Day with Mr. Rexu, we're going to be talking about Darrin William Sirois. I apologize if I said your name wrong. He is one of the Forged by War Crkt collaborators. And coming from a special operations background, Darrin doesn't design knives that just work in theory. They need to work in action too. And he knows the missing element to any great blade is human input. That's why you'll often find him hounding his special operations teammates and asking them, I'm reading this, hey, how you doing? Asking them for their input on what they like and don't like about their knives. Now, as part of the Forged by War program, he's fine-tuning until his knife-making mission is complete. Along the way, he's earning nods from award shows and fellow soldiers all around the world. And also something special with the Forged by War program is that a portion of the proceeds of any knife sales of their co-designed product, a portion will go to Purple Heart Homes. That's the one. That's the charity that he selected. So when you buy something from CRKT, from the Forged by War program, by him, there are many other veteran collaborators, it'll go to help veterans. This kind of think of it as Habitat for Humanity, but military. There you go. So you can help an older veteran or somebody who is disabled from the military get into a home. And with that, let's move on. So he has designed a couple of blades, and one of them is the Zan, X-A-N, Zan. And that is a folder. I'm going to put the photo up here. And the other one is the Sangrador, which is a fixed blade dagger. And that apparently is discontinued. I was able to secure one from our good friends over at eBay. Thank you, eBay. And I would suggest that you go out and purchase some of his knives from the Forged by War program. But if you notice, they're not on the table because we're actually going to be showing some of the knives that he made himself from his own personal business. Now, his own personal business, the website is called tctgear.com, and we're going to be talking about the TCT Swift Dagger. So I got 2 out of the 3. There's this one in black. So I do believe this would be called Flat Dark Earth. Let's take a look at the sheath. Now, he does not make the sheaths. KMFJ, and that would be kmfjmill.com. I do have another link that I'll share with you. I've had these for a while. I don't know if he still has them made by the same people, but on his website there is another website. So just to let you know, this is a clip. You can see the mounting points. Now, this is called the TCT Swift Dagger. And here you go. Hey, look at that. I'm just giving you the middle finger. So this is once again. Now, here we go. Here we go. There you go. Little place for a lanyard if you so desire. Single construction. Flat. Now, is this sharp? Unless my fingers are made out of Kryptonian flesh. But that's not the purpose of this. This is a push dagger. And also the interesting thing about this is it acts as a bottle opener. Of course, I don't have a bottle to open because I don't drink beer. There you go. But that's what it was designed for. A little better view for you. Of course, I'm going to go more in depth here in a minute after I get done showing you the blades themselves. So there's this one. And then there's this one. Excuse me. Same design. Okay. So now, the Tactical Combat Tools Dagger Design by Darrin Sirois. I know I'm not saying that right. I apologize. A 25 year veteran of the U.S. Army, machined from aircraft grade 6061-T6511 aluminum, and anodized for a durable finish. Each tool comes with an integrated bottle opener. A notch on the inside of the handle will open a cool fresh one. An optional Kydex sheath with belt clip is also available, made by Philo Blade Works. The other color, and I will post it up also, is natural aluminum. Okay, so that mine. Let me talk about some other things of interest. Now, you know, I feel that it's important for not only myself, but for you to know and understand the background of the person designing blades, whoever they may be. You know, why did they decide to make what they made? Is it relevant to the knife community and making a good knife? I feel it is. So this is Darrin's background. He wrote this to me. I'll put it up. So he joined the Army in '89 at 20 years old. He had the Ranger contract. So immediately after basic training in AIT and jump school, he went to the Ranger indoctrination program. I was in that same area a year before in 1988. Now that's called the RIP, Ranger Indoctrination Program, but now it is known as RASP, Ranger Assessment Program, I think. And then assigned to the 75th Ranger Regiment as an RTO, radio operator. Not long after assignment, he deployed to Panama for Operation Just Cause for his first combat tour. Later the next year, he jumped into Ali al-Salim in support of Desert Storm, his second combat tour. In '94, he tried out for SFAS, Green Beret Selection, say that right please, and passed, which allowed him to attend the Q course. After completing the 18 Echo course, he was assigned to the 7th Special Forces Group until 1998. In June of that year, he tried out for the United States Army Special Operation Command, USARMY, SOC, and was successfully assigned there. He spent the last 15 years of his 25-year career in USARMY. He made promotions fast and retired as a sergeant major. Now, that's no joke, I can tell you that much for sure. During his time in USARMY, he deployed to Bosnia, Afghanistan, and Iraq on 13 separate occasions, 11 to Iraq alone. He retired with a Legion of Merit, 7 Bronze Stars, 1 with V device, and a myriad of other awards. Short and sweet. This is the reason why I wanted to share this with you. This is the guy who just designed knives. This guy lived the life. You know, for all you people who play Call of Duty, this is this is the guy that actually lived what you play on video games. Not saying that it's bad, not saying that I haven't played them myself, but I'm just saying this is an impressive military career which gave us these beautiful blades here. So why aircraft grade aluminum? So I asked him, and this is what he replied. He wanted a push dagger in his lineup many years ago, so he designed one out of tool steel. From there, he decided to go one step further and make the same design, but out of G10, which is, of course, non-metallic. After a few years, he felt a liability on that design because people would mention the ability to carry them on planes, etc. So he stopped making them. That brought him back to the drawing board and a redesign to what you see now, a solid billet aluminum construction. They also have a slot on the inside of the handle. Once again, will open up here like nothing else. So from some of the pictures I've seen, for the people who are in the military, if you're running a MOLLE rig, you know, the chest rig with the military wears with their armor and everything, you'll see the MOLLE loops. I've seen them stuck into the loops. So we've had a lot of urban combat, especially in Iraq. So you go into a room, say something happens with your weapon. You come into a room and there's a jihadi in there and he's, you know, watching goat videos on GoatTube or whatever they do. And he comes over and he grabs your rifle. So you grab the rifle with one, you reach over, you pull your push dagger out, and you send them to get their virgins. So something light, something to the point, because the point is incredibly sharp. It is. So that's why he designed it the way he designed it. I hope you have a better appreciation now. You know, it's aluminum, it's incredibly light. I mean, gee whiz, especially with today's military personnel. They're being given more and more equipment to wear all of the time. They're basically like walking tanks at times. So if you want to have a little something to rely on in a bad situation, especially in urban combat of some sort, way, shape, or form or another, you can add this to your kit, and it's light as a pin, maybe. There you go. Now you might ask Mr. Rexu about these marks here. The coating job they did on here is incredibly robust. I was able to take soap and water and get this off. Yes, I hurt my finger at work. Okay, for anybody who's asking, I'm a mechanic. I work on stuff, and sometimes I get smashed. Be that as it may, a little bit of soap and water takes that right off. And also, these are very form and functional. You take these off, zip tie it to your gear, and you're good to go. So there you go. What do you think? Interesting? I like them so much, I have two. Now, mind you, they never leave the house because of where I live. But I have gotten one of these. I have a friend over at Fort Bragg, and I send one of these over to him because I heard he was going to be deployed somewhere. And I always like to make sure that my friends who are active duty, if I have the ability to do it, I always like to send them something that I hope they will be able to use in the defense of their lives and their mission. Now, mind you, this is not something you're going to be cutting open a MRE with. I'm sure you can punch an MRE and then rip it open from there. But this is definitely something that is intended for you to pull out in the heat of a situation. Hopefully, it will save your life. And with that being said, thank you so much for spending some time with me today. I greatly appreciate it. Please do like, share, comment, and subscribe. And as always, have a nice day.